Hi guys, welcome to Cake and It's Special. Today I am doing something for Veganuary. I have a brother that is vegan and two sister-in-laws that are also vegan, so this one is for them. So here we go. I'm starting with a rectangle vegan vanilla cake. This particular recipe is quite sticky. I'm cutting the cake into 3 sections, 2 smaller rectangles that are the same size. This is what I'm going to create the box with. And then the last section I'm going to leave aside for a while. Now I can stack my 2 smaller sections together to make the box. I'm using vegan buttercream, which is just vegan butter, icing sugar and vanilla. It was really lovely and smooth to work with, but it didn't set like normal butter. And once I've given this its crumb coat, I'm going to pop it in the fridge. Then that extra piece of cake I have left aside, I'm going to use that to cut out some shapes for vegetables. I do a few little potatoes. I also do some parsnips and I do a piece of broccoli. When I'm done carving, I give all of them a crumb coat and pop them in the fridge. Back to the box. I'm adding a second layer of buttercream. Now I'm going to tell you something. I hate doing square cakes. I'm just not good at it. Yolanda Gamp talks about having a sphere fear. Well, I have a square scare. So anyway, I'm going to measure the height of my cake and I'm going to cut out panels for the ends. And once they're in place, I use a ruler to help me cut the edges straight. Then I do the same for the 2 bigger sides of the cake. Then once that's done, I get to cover in my vegetables. I've got some brown fondant, I'm going to cover the potatoes. I also use a sponge so that I can turn the cake upside down and gather all the fondant underneath, because potatoes don't have seams. Then I use a sculpting tool to just add in some imperfections. I cover the parsnips in some off-white fondant. And score in the details. Then while I was doing the carving, I was staring at the crate and I just couldn't help but think that the sides aren't high enough, so I did the whole thing again. Then when I'm happy with that, I go back to my vegetables and I cover the broccoli in a layer of green fondant. I use a tiny piping tip to help me achieve the texture on the top of the broccoli. I also use a sculpting tool to push in around the stalk. Now I make a couple of smaller vegetables using fondant. I make a couple of little sprouts and also some carrots. And now I can start painting. I'm starting with the box. I'm going for a wood effect. So I've got some black rainbow dust and some brown rainbow dust, and I'm just going to add a little bit of dipping solution to both of them. I'm going to go in with the black first to create some knots in the wood, and then I paint on the brown. I'm making sure all of my brush strokes are going in the same direction. Do this all the way around the cake. And then I can paint the vegetables. You can't really go wrong with it. All vegetables look different, so I just tried not to overthink it. And then I can put it all together. And there it is. So now I'm on the hunt for the best vegan cake recipes, so if you have any that you'd like to share with me, please let me know, and I will see you next week with something completely different. And until then, please subscribe. Thanks guys, bye!